Okay, it's me again, Janina Hidalgo. I just wanted to give you um, Jordan's Facebook. His old Facebook, Pastor Jerry, is Jordan Keeping It Real Wilson. His last name needs to be changed. Um, and JJ Gambino was Jalen Wilson. His last name needs to be changed. Jonathan doesn't have a page, and I look for Gianna's, and she doesn't have a page either. Jordan has pictures of the chapel on his page, and it says something about a manager at Aeropostale. I think they made him put that up there. He wasn't even old enough to work at Aeropostale. So, you know my father's name, and my mom doesn't have a page on Facebook either. My biological mother doesn't have a page on Facebook either. So I don't have Jordan's new phone number. I had contact with him a while ago. They won't let me have his phone number. And I talk to Jalen every day, and I call Jonathan every day. I'm not allowed to speak to Jonathan every day either. And sometimes I call, and the call is ignored, not by him purposely. But, so I haven't had any contact with Gianna at all. I did see her in the Target Plaza in North Buffalo and Delaware and Hinman. I was out there on a Spider-Man blanket. I had just come back from Rochester, investigating in Rochester, and I was out there on a blanket, and she walked by with someone that was holding her, one of the people that is holding her hostage. She had on I think it was a blue flower dress printed with thin straps, knee length, and sandals, and she had her hair combed back. It was down to her lower back, her hair, and it's been dyed blonde this whole time. The only time I seen her before then twice I seen her before then. It was on East Oakwood at 36 East Oakwood, and she was about 3 or 4 years old. I introduced her to Jonathan because I heard rumors about that they had my daughter, and I went and bought some random clothes, and I put them on a child support card, New York State child support card, and I took the clothes and the sneakers over to her. They were size 8 pastry sneakers, like mids, high top kind of sneakers for girls, obviously. A blue denim dress and a t-shirt, and she had like a puffball ponytail. Her hair hadn't been dyed then. Her eyes were gray. She was very pretty. And her hair hadn't been straightened either. So she wears her hair straightened and dyed blonde now. And I heard that they cut her hair. So I didn't want her hair cut, obviously. And the time before that, I seen her after birth. They brought me Jonathan. I knew I was having a boy. They never told me that I was pregnant with Gianna, with twins basically, and I knew I was having a boy. The ultrasound pictures are on one of my Facebook pages, and and Jonathan's pictures when he was born is on one of my Facebook pages. And I held her once, and like I said, they brought me Jonathan, and then they left back out, and then obviously they brought me Gianna, and I seen her gray eyes, and I was confused because I didn't know that I had twins. So then they took, and someone came to visit me, and I was saying, I don't know whose baby this is because the baby has gray eyes, and obviously I didn't unwrap her and see that it was a girl. But the eyes threw me off because I knew that Jonathan has brown eyes. So I was like, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't know whose baby this is that they brought me. And come to find out, it was my daughter, Gianna, Jonathan's twin sister. So that's what happened. And at least, like I said, I only seen her 3 times, so I don't know what she looks like now. But the last time I did see her, she was thin, and she was not exactly my height yet. And she had a blue dress on with had small flowers and sandals, and her hair was combed back, and it was long down to like the small of her back, her lower back. And she was carrying a Target bag that day. So that's my baby girl, Jonathan's twin sister. So I do have 4 children. So Evelyn Hidalgo is on Facebook, who's keeping Jalen and Jordan and who's been torturing them. There's a picture with her with short hair, curly on top, and there's a white truck, Cadillac truck, in the parking lot there by her apartment. That is the Evelyn that has Jalen and Jordan and has been torturing them. And there are guns in the home from what they tell me, and that's who is torturing and keeping Jalen and Jordan. Wilson, whose names will later be changed, last names will later be changed. Also, middle name is Jenauze with an accent. All 3 boys have that middle name on their birth certificates. That will be changed. What else can I tell you what's going on? I'm trying to explain everything, guys. So Jalen, Jordan, and Jonathan are on several family members' pages. Like I said, Ritz Hidalgo is Maritza Hidalgo. She is my aunt. She's on Facebook. She's also involved in Gianna's kidnapping and the murder of my grandfather and torture of my children. There's a picture, there should be a picture on her page of my father, Juan Hidalgo, and my grandmother, Lydia Hidalgo, who also dyes her hair blonde. Now we were calling my grandmother Gigi, like the letter G, 2 G's, and the people that kidnapped Gianna we're calling my daughter Gianna Gigi, like G-I-G-I. There was an order put in from Etsy, for a pair of earrings, bamboo earrings with a name, and it's spelled G-I-G-I on her earrings, and I did put that on my Direct Express card and send it to 79 Delsan Court, along with the sweatsuit, a pair of white boots, and a white hooded jacket with fur. Jonathan also has an outfit over there, sneakers size 7, the boots were size 7. Jonathan has a pair of jeans, a white shirt with paint on it, like splatter paint, and a black leather jacket, and also a black leather belt. That was sent to 79 Delsan Court, North Buffalo. They haven't received those Christmas presents yet. At the time, that was all I could afford. I got locked up for checking on Jalen and Jordan around that time in November of last year. So I couldn't complete my Christmas shopping. And Jalen and Jordan didn't get anything, but those gifts are still over there at 79 Delson.